Have you ever noticed something very strange? The moment you finally decide to do something for yourself, you suddenly start feeling guilty. You spend money on yourself and you feel guilty. You say no, and again, you feel guilty. You take one day rest, and suddenly your mind starts whispering, you should be doing something useful. Why does this happen? And more importantly, how do you stop living with that invisible guilt? Stay with me till the end because I will share one simple mindset shift that completely changed how I look at guilt, and it might change something for you too. Hi, I am Karishma. Welcome to Transforming Lives with Karishma, a place where you discover yourself through psychology, emotional intelligence, and meaningful conversations. Let's begin. A few years ago, I met a woman. Um, I'll call her Neha. Every morning, she woke up before everyone else. She prepared breakfast. She packed lunch boxes. She looked after her children. She managed the house. She took care of her in laws, remembered everyone's birthdays. Everyone depended on her. One afternoon, her daughter asked, Mama, what do you like doing? Question same lag raha hai na? Neha smiled and then she became completely silent because she genuinely could not answer. She had spent years knowing everyone else's favorite food, everyone else's dreams, everyone else's routines, but somewhere along the way, she had forgotten herself. A few months later, she finally joined a painting class, just 2 hours a week, something she had loved as a teenager. But instead of feeling happy, she felt guilty. Well, while sitting in that class, she kept wondering, I should be at home. What if someone needs me? Am I being selfish? And that's when I realized most women are not afraid of choosing themselves. They're afraid of the guilt that follows it. होता है ना? Does that happen with you as well? Well, psychologists call this conditioned self-worth. When you are appreciated mainly for what you do for others, your brain slowly begins to believe that my value comes from sacrificing. So the moment you rest, you don't feel peaceful. You feel uncomfortable. क्यों? Because your mind has linked love with self-neglect. Imagine a tree. For years, everyone keeps plucking the fruits. No one waters the roots. एक दिन क्या होने वाला है? One day the tree finally asks for water. Would you call that selfish? Of course not. But that is exactly how women treat themselves. I would like to share one more story here. I remember traveling on a flight once. And before takeoff, the cabin crew gave the usual safety instructions. If oxygen masks drop, put your own mask first before helping others. No, 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 no. Have you ever wondered why do they say that? Because if you cannot breathe, you cannot save anyone else. Life works the same way. Yet somehow, women are taught the exact opposite. Keep giving, keep sacrificing, keep adjusting, even if you are emotionally suffocating. Can I ask you something today? Did it say? Tell me honestly, when was the last time you rested without explaining yourself? नहीं याद ना? When was the last time you bought something for yourself without justifying it? नहीं याद आ रहा? चलो कोई बात. When was the last time you chose yourself without apologizing? No. If you can't remember, maybe the problem is not that you are selfish. Maybe you have simply forgotten that you matter too. So here's the mind shift that I promised. Listen to this very carefully, huh? Guilt is not always a sign that you are doing something wrong. Sometimes it is simply a sign that you are doing something different from what you have been conditioned to do. Growth often feels uncomfortable before it feels natural. Samjhe? So the next time guilt knocks at your door, pause karna. Instead of asking, am I being selfish? अपने आप से एक बार पूछ लेना, am I finally being fair to myself? Why? Because choosing yourself does not mean you love others less. It simply means you have finally decided to include yourself in the people you care about. If today's conversation resonated with you, type I choose myself in the comments. I read every single one. And if you are on a journey of self-discovery and rediscovering yourself, I would love for you to subscribe, because every Monday and Thursday, we have conversations that help you come back home to yourself. Until next time, take good care of yourself, because you deserve the same love that you freely give to everyone else. God bless you and all the best on choosing yourself every single day. Bye-bye.